Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It is your girl, Miss Honey, here to do a Greenleaf review. Now, we have not seen each other since last Wednesday. Why? Because Power didn't come on this week because of some shenanigans going on with Xfinity, Comcast, and 50 Cent. And I still haven't done Married to Medicine. I don't know what's going on with me and Married to Medicine this season, but I'm going to get on that. This episode of Greenleaf that we are about to talk about is episode 8, and it is called Surprise, honey. Ooh. It wasn't no surprises up in here. It really wasn't. Not for me and not for you, honeybees. If you guys have been following me, a couple of 2 or 3 of these things we have talked about already, okay? But we're going to get into it after we talk about how you can become a member of the tribe, how you can become one of Miss Honey's honeybees. You know what I'm saying? One of the beloved ones. Hit that subscription bell. Notification bell right next to it. As you can see, I don't drop a whole lot of videos, okay? Don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget the thumbs up. Y'all know that's like honking your horn on the way by the house. Hey, Miss Honey. Okay, hit the thumbs up. Get down in them comments and let's talk about this episode. If you go back to previous episodes, you can peel through the comments and you can find a whole lot about more about the episode, how people feel about it, the general consensus, people who see things in a different way. We welcome all of that over here as long as everybody's respectful. We love to chit chat. Let's do it down below about it. Listen, this episode we don't get to see Bob. We don't get to see AJ. Y'all know we ain't seen Bob in a minute. Okay? And don't nobody bring up Bob like Phil and Judee, the daughter. Daddy. I was like, Lord, she's supposed to be professional. Daddy. She done popped up on Grace. And, she looking around Grace's office and looking at the pictures. Grace went right over there and got that picture and was like, oh, okay, I don't need you touching my stuff and leaving your spirit all up and through here. How about you tell me why you here? Oh, I hear you met Fernando. Quite handsome, isn't he? That he is. And slick. Okay, it's boiled okra. She said, I don't understand. What, Grace, you let me just hear me. Grace said, can you tell me why y'all around here buying up, all of the Greenleaf land? Y'all didn't tell the brother. Y'all didn't tell me. Y'all ain't told nobody about why y'all buying up all the land. Why are y'all buying up all the land? Can you keep a secret? Listen, if you've gone snooping and you've ruined the surprise. This was all a surprise. We are going to do a luxury milk and honey type facility on the Greenleaf land. In order to make it happen, we needed to get a little bit more land. We need to secure the land first. What do you mean? Oh, a gymnasium, state of the art, a museum, a amusement park, parking structures, and coffee shops and nightlife and retail space and 5 restaurants. It is going to be a major project. There'll be houses on 1,000 hills. There will be milk and honey flowing for everyone. It will be utopia. Hope and hell style. And Grace was like, what? What are you talking about? Well, this was a surprise? Why were y'all keeping this a secret? We wanted it to be a surprise for you, Grace. Grace goes immediately and tells her mama and her daddy. And you already know what Bishop and Mae did. Bishop said, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. They don't want a dime for all of this. They don't want one penny, no cash, no nothing. What they get out of taking all the land and building this huge land of milk and honey? What do they get out of it? What are they up to? You got to find this out, boy, when I tell you, Mae. Now, Jacob there, too. And Mae said, what? She done found out that Jacob sold his land to hope in hell, too. If you would get control over that scallywag, over that old raggedy ne'er-do-well, that old hot-tail wife of yours, she'd sell every drop of water out of that lake if she thought it could get her out of this house. This what I don't understand, why she ain't looking for another house then. We found out later that they done lost the house. Somebody else got the house and paid cash for it. Probably hope in hell. Probably Judee. Probably Judee. We don't know how deep this thing go, right? And, Jacob is like, I don't know. I don't know nothing. Can somebody tell me what's going on? Okay, Jacob feel like, okay, well, y'all think this bad. Let me tell y'all something else. Charity. Mae said, what? Charity is hot and heavy for a few months now with Phil. Now, Grace don't want him to tell his mama. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't upset her. You don't think we need to start talking about some stuff, Grace? You don't think we need to air some things out? You don't think we need to pull a cup off back off of some things and let some light hit the darkness that lies there under? Really? Really? Now you want to do this? This whole passive-aggressive attitude that Grace had this entire episode, the fact that we did not see her not once, not itty-bitty, not teeny-tiny little bit talk to Sophia at all, not good morning, nothing. She ran around this episode acting like Jacob. Not that she didn't know, but she didn't want to tell. She didn't want to uncover. The whole reason you came back to Memphis in the first place was to uncover, was to cast light on all the darkness that was in and around your family. And now here you are, wanting to keep all the secrets. And when is anybody gonna ask Charity the one question she should have been asked? When? She go running after Mae. And Mae is, now this lets you know how big this house is. They walking through the corridors like they are in really like a luxury retirement building. If you ever been in a luxury building, they have living areas where you go and you can sit and commune, dining area. They have, an area where they can socialize and have drinks and have little parties, little get-togethers. But you walk around corridors. This house got corridors, not hallways, corridors. They walking through the corridors, and Mae is bemoaning about what she could have done better to raise Charity. That Charity would turn out to be such a disappointment. She really blames herself. How have I fallen short? Well, let me count the ways. First of all, you giving only Karissa that dynasty Claudine slap where you come up from up here, up high, and come down hard upon the face. Cut it out. First of all, you can really start with that. Now, you can't go back to childhood, but right now, you can shake the devil off. And if that don't work, ooh, warm it up. Slap her down. Shake her out of it. Grace commiserates. I feel the same way about AJ. I wish I could just go back in time and look in his little teeny tiny eyes and just do things differently. Grace. you gave that baby up. And you didn't really look back. Like you wasn't. I personally, I don't think from the way they telling the story, Grace was all that invested. She had this moment. They took the baby from her right away, and then she went on about her existence. We haven't really heard her talk about how much she missed, how much she thought about him over the years, and she thought about looking for him, and she thought about him often on his birthday. We don't hear any of that conversation. So if you had this moment with Mae, it's so forced. It's so forced. Grace is not walking in authority this season. She's not being consistent with it. They are giving us a weak grace, partially strong grace, weak grace, medium strong grace, weak grace, passive aggressive grace. We get little glimpse of her strength, but she's not walking really heavy throughout this episode so far. And we're on episode 8. Come on, Grace. Come on, baby. You supposed to be, as Sophia said, the prodigal daughter. You supposed to be walking heavy up in there. You supposed to be having a good talk with Jacob. Okay, you're supposed to be having a good talk with Charity, but every time I turn around, you letting folk tell you off and storm off, and you just stand there looking all dejected. Like the only person you really seem to engage with any type of strength really is Phil. Phil's the only one you really kind of take the task. But when it come to your family, girl, you weak as a lamb, honey. Child, weak as a lamb. So, Mae and Grace talk about how they can turn this whole situation around with the board members, because they're ultimately going to have to be the ones that vote on letting Hope and Hale do this thing. And so Mae and Grace decide that since her mom and daddy getting married again, that they will have an engagement party, invite all the board members to the engagement party. Now, Grace has to keep her hands off of it. She has to look like good cop in this whole situation. So she can't do another sermonette, to sway the people and sway the decisions of others. She's got to look real neutral in this situation. So Mae is going to take the lead in this whole thing. Now, they have decided to invite everybody but Connie. But don't worry, because Connie gonna make sure she get there. This is one of the few interesting things about Connie, is that she know how to bust up in somewhere. All right, and everything goes as planned. Connie goes over and supposedly strong arms Korean down to the minute. You right on time to come in here and try to strong arm me out of this invite when we setting you up all along. And Connie is walking around so satisfied. I mean, she feels like this her church, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like Bob is her husband, like she the first lady. Connie, if you don't sit your good wig down somewhere, okay, that is a good wig, baby. It do not roll up in the back. It ain't cocked out in the back. Okay, it ain't cocked out on them sides. It is flat. It is laid flat. It ain't no thick hair. It's cut. Okay, sharp. Kind of be sharp. All right, now let's see. So they've come up with this plan. This plan goes into full effect. Now, meanwhile, we see where after Jacob tells the truth about Charity and Mae moans to Grace, we see where Bishop talks with Charity. And he wants to know what is going on with you and Phil Dumas. Daddy, can't you just be happy for me, Daddy? Daddy, can't you just be happy for once that I'm in love? Can't you just accept that? Maybe we have something in common. Maybe he doesn't know what it's like to be a part of something, but not really feel like you a part of something. Just like me, Daddy. Oh, come on now, Charity. Now, you can't be serious. You barely know this man, and I just don't understand why you know, Daddy. If you would you just give him a chance? Just give him a chance. Can you keep a secret? I was like, ooh, child, you stay telling other folks' business. Well, she tells that he is Phil Dumas is Bob. And her dad is like, what? And she was like, if you cared about me at all, you would invite him. You would try to get to know him. And she storms out. This is the guilt trip that she's running on everybody. This is her effective way of operating. And Bishop concedes, invite him to the party, and I'll talk to him. But you let him know that I'm going to treat him with the same energy I would treat anybody trying to date my daughter. I'll make sure he's effectively scared. She snaps and walks out. I was like, ooh, I wanted to windmill her so hard in her back. I can't stand Charity. I really, really cannot stand Charity. So, then we see Jacob. Jacob goes and talks with Karissa. Okay, and listen, he wants to have a conversation with her, and she's like, fine, what are you doing? I just realized we lost the house and we're not getting the house. And I thought to myself, this Karissa now, what is going to happen to this house, to this land, to this property if something happens to your mother and your father? And Jacob was like, I don't know. I ain't never really thought about it. Well, I mean, obviously it would go to you and Grace and Charity, and y'all would split it, right? And Jacob was like, I really try not to think about my parents' death very often. She was like, well, maybe they can buy us out. He was like, I don't know. Y'all know duh is his middle name. Like, which way did he go? Which way did he go? I don't know. She was like, well, would you at least ask? He was like, I really, really don't want to. That's fine. He said, well, no, I got a question for you. This is the reason I came in here. Why was you over there at Fernando the Philistines? Cufflinks. Cufflinks. Yeah, cufflinks. Remember, I admire those cufflinks. I went over there to see where he got those cufflinks from, and I was going to get you a pair. I also saw his balls and testicles and the small part of his taint, but that's not the point. I was really there about the cufflinks. He feels bad. What did you think it was? This her. He said, well, I don't really know what I thought was going on. Oh, you knew very well. Listen, when I tell y'all, she rode Jacob hard, bunched him up, okay, and then snapped him clean, okay, and hung him up dripping wet. He was a raggedy mess when she walked out. When I tell you that Karissa is a vicious, vile, I mean, ooh, baby, she eats livers, honey, with fava beans, darling. She takes no prisoners. Your baby can get it. My daddy say she'll step on a baby's head to pick a rose. Shit, let me tell you let me look here on my picture and my paperwork and tell you what she says to Jacob. She says, Officer Greenleaf, what did you think was going on? Son of iniquity. Oh, you talk about my great-grandmama, my grandmama now? Ooh, I'm surprised he didn't stand up. No, but baby, he sat there and took it. And she stood over him. Son of iniquity. She said, Jezebel's favorite fool. I was like, girl, you best to back up. You best to back up. Because a girl could get shook to sleep talking crazy like that to a man. Like, you don't push me in that far. You don't do it. You don't do it. You best to think wise of it. If you're going to do it, you better do it while you're pulling down the street. hollering it out the window. You don't know how something may jump off and click in a man, but Karissa felt no fear, darling. None whatsoever. Okay, she said Jezebel's favorite fool. Oh, I said, oh, she's so cruel. Who are you to question me? All the pain you put me through. And he was, the countless nights I stayed up waiting on you. But nothing. You take this. You take this 4-inch heel to your groin. Speak when I speak to you. I mean, she was hard on Jacob. Hard on him. So hard on him, he goes to see Dante. After she gives him a tongue lashing. Okay, demeans and breaks this man down. Now, I'm not saying Jacob is innocent. One of the reasons he was sitting and not being more defensive about it is because he knows he has hurt her. He knows he has done her wrong. He is also feeling guilt for the fact that not 2, 3, 4 episodes ago, he pulled up Tasha Skanks' number. He didn't dial it, but he looked at it. Because, see, Tasha seemed to understand him and brought him some comfort. Okay? And all he getting from Karissa is block, 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 block. Huh? All he's getting is his list things that he's done wrong read down to him. You ain't got no job, huh? You ain't got no house. I don't want to live here. You cheated on me. You don't love me like you used to. You don't give me what I want. All of this. He takes all of this pressure and goes to see Dante. And he does have an ulterior motive, and that is he wants Dante in order to save his career and get himself off the bench and get him back in good with the Blue Devils, Daredevils, Red Devils, whatever. You should do what LeBron did and invest in a school. Maybe not build one from the ground up. Maybe you can invest in a school that is already operating. Any school you want to. Even a school like Excellence. Excellence, isn't that your wife's school? Yes, it is. Oh, so you here to get money for me, for you. Do you hear about your agenda? He gets up and storms off. Jacob goes after him. Wait, Dante, wait. No, just listen. I just thought, yeah, it would be good for you and for me. So it was an idea. It's a win-win type. It ain't no win-win. Win-win, yes. Huh? Just as disrespectful as he's always been. But this time, again, here we go with our own personal agendas. Okay, you want to make Jacob feel bad for bringing you this information, but Jacob did turn that load of money down from you. Jacob did come to try and help you when you was trying to burn that flag and make a bad decision. But now in this moment, instead of you saying, I'm just not comfortable with that, I feel like I can do it, but maybe not give to your wife's school. He gonna make Jacob feel bad. You just like everybody else. And I was about to pray with you, man. When was you about to pray ever? When you was having that huge party, you still spending money out the yin yang, and you being benched. Who are you to stand over anybody and call them out? Like, people kill me. They want 11,000 acts of forgiveness from you. You make one mistake and I am so disappointed. Really? Kick rocks, Dante. Kick them hard. Meanwhile, Karissa back at the house and she done schmoozed up on Bishop. And she tells him that Zora needs their marriage certificate. Where do you keep your wills and deeds and marriage certificates? That's what you're there for, the marriage certificate. Bishop was like, let me think. Oh, I think it's upstairs in the safe. Now, he want to go upstairs and get it. You can wait right here. She was like, oh, no, it's no problem. I'm not busy. She goes up, and as he's opening the safe and talking and trying to figure it out, she's over his shoulder watching what he's doing. Click, click, click. Once, Right, click, 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 click 2. Okay. Left, click, 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 click 3. Okay. Aha! Got it open. Mine's like a steel trap. She was like, oh, okay. Hurry up. So he looks in there and says, that's where you keep everything? And he's like, yeah. I don't put a lot of investment in this. Minutes after you gone, it don't really mean nothing. He goes through 1 or 2, 3, 4 papers and finds the marriage certificate and gives her his original document. Now, you got a whole compound here. Okay, with a huge lavish home. Everybody basically has their own 2 to 3 bedroom apartment in this home. And you ain't got no printer. You ain't got no copier, huh? You can't let her take a photo of it and put it back in that safe with the rest of your documentation. But that's all right. Never fear. Mae is here. Just as they turning to walk out and he closing the safe up now. Now, mind you, I did notice Bishop gripping that hand. Let me think. What hand was it he was gripping? He was gripping his left hand. I was like, odd. But put a pin in there. Mae said, what? First of all, her and Karissa walked past each other real slow, baby. If Karissa had said boo, Mae would have said, I'll smack her. Do it again. Buck. Knock if you buck. Knock if you buck, everybody. Anyway, she comes in. What's going on, Bishop? What's that all about? Oh, she was just needing some paperwork, a marriage certificate, some legal documents, and all the security codes and everything. Mae looking like she looked at that safe and she looked at that door and she looked at that safe and she looked at that door and she knew. She knew, just like she know she need to inventory that suite that Karissa and them living in. Now, Karissa was standing behind Bishop while he was undoing the safe. You know, click, 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 click. I said to myself, why don't you bash him in the head and tell everybody he fell out, Karissa? Why don't you act like you love everybody and feed them poison, Karissa? Why don't you do that? Huh? Why don't you hire somebody to come in and kill the whole family dead so you can have them drag the bloody carcasses out there and live amongst the blood-stained carpeting? I mean, you're in the middle of this debauchery so deep, darling. You're lying on every hand. And what you're trying to do when it comes to getting this land and getting this property is going to get you killed. Where I come from, this right here will get you killed. Yeah, you let somebody come up on the fact that you trying to steal land, that you trying to steal land and home and property, and that you might be contemplating doing somebody in to get it. This where I come from. Where I come from, you poof, be gone. Don't nobody see you no more. I think he went up north. Maybe he went south. You just never know. Just never know what people are going through. Okay. Well, Mae's on to her. Okay. Let me see what else happened. Charity go and tell Phil. Let him know that my daddy said you can come to the party. And he was like, well, I don't know. You told him about us? Yes, I told him about us. Well, what did they say? Well, you know, they want to meet you. I just don't know. What is the problem? I mean, you want me to do all this for you, but you won't let me release the tape. You won't let me send it over there to Bob. And I'm thinking to myself, if I don't do something fast, I'm going to end up with nothing but a girlfriend. Well, she's offended. She's offended. He is telling you what the most important thing is to him. Anything after that is secondary. You would be his girlfriend out of convenience. I'm not saying he wouldn't have some measure of love for you. I'm not saying he wouldn't want to taste your apple pie. You know what I'm saying? A little of the blackberry cobbler. She's a voluptuous, beautiful woman. Okay, but it ain't top on his list. It ain't on his bucket list. It ain't on his things to do. You know what I'm saying? When he get up in the morning, he ain't dialing you, sis. He ain't calling after you. Okay, he ain't trying to take you to. He not trying to take you to dinner. He not trying to impress your parents. He not trying to do any of that. He sees that she's offended. He was like, no problem, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes for you to release this audio. Now, before the end of this episode, he gonna mention this recording about 3 times. He just keeps bringing it up. Keep bringing it up. He don't want her to forget. He wants to remind her. Whatever he doing for her, he wants to remind her that the recording would be a good way to pay him back for being seen with her at a family function, basically. Okay, just being honest. Let's see what else. So Zora, Sophia, and Nikki. Sophia and Nikki at the house watching old time videos of Grace and Bishop and Mae, and they laughing and kikiing, and Sophia coming in looking like old Apollonia 6. You know what I'm saying? When she first got with Prince. Right before she got with Prince, looking like old Apollonia 6. Okay. And she feeling kind of left out. She feeling kind of lost and dejected. I just don't know. Girl, why you not at school? Why are you not somewhere getting your education, meeting people? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. And they invite her to sit down, and she sees how close Zora and Nikki is, and she feeling a certain type of way about it, like she being left out. But when you came down there last, girl, you didn't really want to be bothered with nobody but AJ. All right. Later on, we see where she go to the party, and everybody working the party. Now, remember, we supposed to be working over the board members. So everybody doing their part to make this a really, really lovely function. And Sophia is mistaken for Kiki by a woman who had probably had just a bit too much to drink. I think this is the woman that won the lottery that they always get money from. Well, she thought Kiki was Sophia. Sophia was so offended, she stormed out in her Apollonia 6 outfit and boots, and goes back to the cottage. She laying there on the bed in the cottage and listening to music, and she got her earphones in, and she hears something. Zora? Puts the earphones back in. Zora? You know. She hears something. She goes out there and she sees Dante. Dante just coming in the door. Now, I believe it was My Twisted Life of Poetry who said, where is the man at the gate? He ain't buzzing nobody in. Dante done walked right into the girl cottage. He got a box of Kiki stuff. Nikki stuff he bringing. He sees Sophia there. Now me, I'd have bucked up at him. I'd have been like, what the heck are you doing in here? I wouldn't have cared who he was. It would have been imperative to me that he get on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because you in a situation where ain't nobody there but you and him. Anything could jump off. And it's unfortunate that girls have to think that way. But yeah, girls have to think that way. We have to always be on the defensive. Now, call us angry, call us bees, whatever. But if you don't know, like I know what Sophia from Color Purple say, a girl child ain't safe in a house full of boys. A girl child ain't safe in a world full of boys either. You got to always keep your head on swivel, playing your escape. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just my thought process. And she makes this reference about he asked her who she was, and he told her who he was, and she said she thought she was the daughter of the prodigal daughter, Grace Greenleaf, but she doesn't really know who she is. I was like, you don't know him from a can of paint. You don't know this ninja from a can of paint. He was like, well, let's start with your name. Then he want to take her. You want to go for a ride? She walked cool, smooth out the door with this ninja. No ID. She don't have her own keys. She ain't got no purse. She ain't got nothing to say who she is or who her body is if it gets stuck on the side of the road because she been mollywopped, beat, and raped. Now, I know y'all think I always talk in doomsday terms when it comes to this, but I'm telling you, girls got to be on high alert. Boys too, but girls got to really be on high alert, because you can position yourself to be taken advantage of, okay? And it don't sound stupid, and it don't sound dumb until you repeating it back to somebody and trying to tell them what happened to you, and you realize you made some real stupid moves. If I got any young honeybees out there, you don't do this. You don't leave the house and no ID, no nothing, no keys, no way back, no money to get yourself back, where your phone at to do Uber. You don't have none of that. None of that. You don't do that. You don't leave the house and don't tell somebody where you are, and you gone with a complete stranger. Sometimes it's good to just take a drive. Yeah, and get raped in the back seat. Get beaten within an inch of your life. It's a foolish move. It's a foolish move. I don't know what's going on with Sophia. Why are you back here now? You was back here a few weeks ago in self-righteousness, looking down on your mama, with no sympathy and no empathy at all. And now you back acting like you not getting enough attention. They done forgot about me. Ain't nobody acknowledging me. I don't even really know who I am. If you don't get your narrow arse on back to school and get your education, get somewhere, and quit trying to be the loudest, the squeakiest wheel a wagon has ever seen. That pissed me off. That whole situation really, really pisses me off. Ooh, I done got riled up. Okay, listen, it's time for the party. Everybody is there. The who's who. Mae looks beautiful. She's got an old pewter gown on, baby. She looks good. Okay, Grace is there schmoozing passive aggressively. She walks up to Charity. Baby, when I tell you Charity attacked her, she blamed it on Grace. Grace, you the one that turned me up to mama and daddy about Phil, when it was Jacob. Where Grace, if for the purposes of my own victimhood, it was you. Grace was like, what are you talking about? And you of all people, after all you've done, clear this up for me. What have I done? You lied to the police about your son. Still ain't nobody asked Charity the one question. Nothing. Okay. And then she tells Grace, you are really something else. You are really something else, and storms off. And Grace stood there with her mouth open once again, like a baby bird waiting on food. I'd have got her back with that hair. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Pudgy. Wait a minute, Butterbean. Oh, yeah, baby. I'd have pushed her hard in the back and sent her sailing into the cake table. Oh, I need to stop with all this violence. Anyway, oh, just so ugly acting. Meanwhile, Bishop is kind of sizing Phil up, and Phil knows the rhetoric. He knows how to do it. Him and Charity walking around, and she wants him to get her a drink, after she asked him, what did daddy say, and how did he say it, and does he seem like he likes you and all of that. Well, I told him I would do anything for you. Well, first you can start by getting me a drink. He was like, yeah, but first I see Judee over there, and she looked like she's kind of lonely. She doesn't know anybody at this party. Let me just go check on her. See, Phil is burning both ends of the candle, okay? He got Charity on hook. And for those of you who think that Phil actually loves Charity, no, I don't believe it. And remember, I had told y'all that I believe Phil had something with Judee. Remember, I had told y'all know I don't like I told you so, but remember, I had said it. Well, it turns out Phil and Judee had something going on. Okay, because she asked him later about fraternizing with the commoners. Oh, she's a nice lady. She's not, it's not like you think it is. Oh yeah, you like her, huh? Like you liked me. I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, she kind of narrow in the hips, ain't she, Phil? That says a lot. Oh, okay. Um, Charity's over there trying to look all voluptuous and beautiful. Mae and Bishop get together and discuss the situation. What did he say? Oh, he said all the right things, but the one thing he should have said that would have ended it all. What? That he would quit his job? Well, yes, of course. Or, you could have asked Charity. Huh? Are you telling this man who is Bob? He is Bob. He clearly is giving Grace fever. Okay? He wants to upseat her for the job. You know that. Ain't nobody gonna ask this girl if she keeping her mouth closed about family business. Ain't nobody gonna question her hard and get up in her face. No, we just letting Charity run amok, scattering old unicorn dust everywhere, getting everything in everybody's corneas. You know, she always somewhere frolicking in fancy. She's never grounded and rooted in reality and seriousness and professionalism. Nobody believes I can do anything because you can't do nothing but scheme, but be underhanded. Oh, low down piece of scrap. Ooh, ooh. I'll chew you up, Charity, but I will not swallow you. I will not. She's the toughest piece of gristle. Whew, I can't stand them. Let me get myself together. So, end of the party happens, but first, let's talk about this speech. Okay, so Bishop brings everybody together. And I want to talk to you about the illustrious engagement and us getting back together. Some of you were here at our last engagement and so on and so forth. But I want to let my wife speak. And this is when Mae preaches her own engagement party. Okay? They didn't hire AMC. Mae preaches about 50-50. If you got 50-50. Okay, which is what Judee has let the board know they want in exchange for all of this lavishness, land of milk and honey. All we want is to add 12 more board members, our 12 board members, to your 12 board members, and have 50-50 say so in the goings on in the land of milk and honey. So Mae preaches a 50-50 sermon. Huh? She talks about how you can have 50-50, okay? Balanced half, and together that makes a whole. But if you don't insert God, if you don't insert the power of God, you ain't got nothing. There is no 50-50 if God don't have 100% of your mind and your time, and your interest in this relationship, in this thing, in this business doing, You can have 50 and you can have 50, but if you don't have God, you have nothing. Dust, 50-50. Oh no, give me God, You may have silver and you may have gold. Yeah. But I'll take God, over silver and over gold, and most assuredly over 50-50. Ooh, the people is riled up. Judee is tight-lipped. Okay, Phil trying to impress Judee, he tight-lipped. And you know Connie was mad as a rattlesnake because she wanted to get this done. See, but Mae done already worked the room. You don't know who these 12 people gonna be, You don't know what they gonna do. If something happened to one of y'all and they brought another one in, then they got 51% and you got 49, sis, They been working the room and telling the folks. So Connie is pissed off. Okay. She walks up behind me. Bravo! First the women of Tamar, then this engagement party. Boy, I tell you what, you are really, really working the room. Lying about your daddy. Your daddy did this to me, and my daddy did that to me. You really think I would use sexual abuse as a way to come up? I don't put nothing past you, Mae, and I'm going to tell you now, it ain't gonna work. Child. Mae walked over to that door. I know. She wanted to windmill the hell out of Connie. But Mae walked over to that front door and opened it up and said, Godspeed. Okay. Thanks for the invite. She don't even know. She don't know she was tricked into coming. Mae closes that door and she stands in the middle of that foyer with that beautiful pewter gown on, and she is like, I know, Mae, I know you wanted to windmiller, but hold it. There's still a few more episodes left in the season. They may let you windmill her and Charity if you're really blessed. Phil walking Judee out. They on the front of the steps of the Greenleaf compound. They bringing her car around, and she tells him, he says, I could have got behind you. I could have headed them off at the pass if you had told me what was going on. She said, I just found out 3 days ago. Oh, you around there selling daddy's hopes and dreams, schmoozing things over. You barely in the know. We don't really know what Bob has got going on. He probably in bed with Trump, but I digress. And she tells him that her husband, Ken, is filed for divorce. He's divorcing me. Are you okay to drive? Yes, I'm fine to drive. You know, she want him to go with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting a divorce and I'm feeling bad and I done had a couple of drinks. Why don't you bring your big black mandingo over to my house and give me some comfort? Forget about Charity. This is what she thinking. She don't say it, but this is what she thinking. Later on, Bishop, everything done settled down. All the house is clean. The lights is out. Bishop go to see Charity. And she said, well, Daddy, what do you think? And he says, everything is fine. You can get with Phil, but you need to wait till after they make Grace the permanent pastor. You want me to wait? Just after Grace, this was the original plan. Just after Grace made permanent. So first Grace and then me. He was like, well, now, Charity, don't look at it like that. Tell you what. You get up in the morning, you'll see things a lot clearer. Pray on it. I said to myself, Bishop, y'all the dumbest. Y'all the dumbest. Every time y'all turn around, she is letting you know that she don't like Grace, that she got venom for Grace, that she's jealous of Grace. She's jealous-hearted. Jealous-hearted people, you cannot take your eyes off of them. Okay? They'll kill you to get what they want. Okay? Don't matter what it is. They'll take you out. Maybe not physically, maybe not death, but they don't have no problem tripping you down a flight of stairs to break your beautiful legs. Putting super glue in your long, luxurious hair. Putting a little pot ash in your shampoo and your face cleaner. Okay? All your hair fall out in your skin, break out in pustules. Jealous people are heinous. Okay? And all they want is what you got, who you are. And they think a lot of times it's wrapped up in your clothes and your hair and your skin, and they don't have any idea that what God put in you, they can't do no way. You couldn't wear this hair if you wanted to. You're not me. You could steal it all and wear it. You could peel me out of my skin and put it on for yourself. But you will not be Miss Honey. I digress. I done went on to so many diatribes. Anyway, next day, okay, Grace at the office in walked Judee. Okay, and Judee was like, how did you know about what your parents was going to do? How can anyone know anything about anything? I didn't want to tell you this, and you shouldn't tell anybody, not even Phil, especially Phil. Do not tell Phil. But we were going to make you the permanent pastor and the leader and the ruler over the land of milk and honey. But if you don't get these board members to agree to take on our 12, it won't be worth our time and you'll get nothing. Grace is like, wow, you guys are really full of surprises. Charity storms into Phil's office and tells him, do it. Send it. It's time that sister of mine learns. earlier at the party the day before, she tells him Grace is so busy playing the victim, she doesn't realize she's the accused. Oh, you wait till it come time for accusations, Charity. I'm gonna throw so many at you, you gonna feel like a dartboard. Oh, you a low down scumbag. You and that scallywag, Karissa. Now, Karissa at the party, before Mae made her speech, she getting ready to dip off. She can't sit there and stand there and listen to Mae. Okay, she get ready to dip off because she going to go up there to the safe. Well, Jacob asked her, where you going? To see Fernando. Oh, loud. She bust him out. Yeah, she did. She fronted on him. She did. She fronted on him hard. He didn't know how to take it. He didn't say a word. He boom. That's guilt. She go upstairs and get to the safe and click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Man. She opened up the safe. It's empty. I'm talking about, hello, low. Are you there? There. Empty. You dummy. You big dummy. Did you really think you was going to come in? And out thief the thief? No. The reason why Mae is on to you, because Mae is you, Mae had a low down side to her too, so she see you coming. She can smell you when you get up in the morning. Empty! She go back downstairs and have to listen to the rest of that sermon and deal with the fact that she came up with bupkus 0. Yeah, this is what I'm telling you. What you gonna do now, What links are you willing to go through now, Karissa? You willing to bludgeon them? You willing to leave the stove on with no fire burning? That's what you willing to do? Yeah, you seem real desperate. Real desperate. Not to move out and get a different home, but you seem real desperate to take everything that someone else owns and has earned with their own blood, sweat, and tears. For what? So you can walk around in this house over the memories of their dead corpses? So you can drive up on the property and feel proud about all that you have stolen? Let me get off this thing. I've been talking long enough. I don't know. I might have to do a separate video about Karissa and Charity where I can really get out what I feel. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this episode. What y'all think about Apollonia 6, a.k.a. Sophia? What y'all think about this Charity situation? What y'all think about Judee and Phil, I told you, didn't I tell you? Yeah, he been trying to get to the top for a minute, but they don't respect you, Phil. They don't respect you, Phil. Never. You gonna always be around because they gonna need somebody to pull the trash, okay, and keep the toilets clean. Bring the car around. They gonna need you for that, keep the hedges cut. But you ain't respected for much more. You just good help. That's all. Ooh, they sad state of affairs. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this episode. Put it down below. And until next time, honeybees. I'll holla.